Play different.
Greetings, smart and attractive people of the internet, and welcome to another update. You may have noticed I haven't posted a video for a while. That's because I'm having a bit of a break right now. Sort of. For one thing, I ran out of videos in my backlog, so I have nothing to really post. And also, I'm one of those essential workers, quote unquote, and I thought I was doing fine, but then suddenly everything hit me like a ton of bricks, and I've felt very exhausted lately, and I think I need to take some time to look after myself. Now, despite me saying that, I've still been recording footage and writing scripts, but I'm taking it slow, and I want to get a few videos ready so I have a nice stream of content and I don't have to worry about making new videos, rapidly, because that would stress me out. So I'm still working on stuff, just at a slower pace at the moment. In the meantime, I have some friends of the channel I would like to recommend to watch or read if you're looking for more juicy content. First of all, there's Kilgruz, who I have recommended before. He's one of the reasons I started doing this in the first place. He doesn't only cover Mac videos, he also has a big thing for Game Genie codes, but there is lots of Mac content on there already, and when he does cover Mac stuff, it's generally very good stuff, much more polished and higher production values than my own work. Speaking of work which is much more polished than my own, there is also Yesteryear's Mac Games, which I've also recommended before, and it's very good content. He's covered some of the games I've covered before, so you can see our different views, and he's also covered quite a few things I have not covered, and things I may not ever cover at all, so go check him out and see what he's all about. It's very good stuff. If you watch Twitch at all, I recommend the Retro Pals. They have a fantastic community, and the two pals are very entertaining, and they cover lots of weird oddities and stuff that other people tend to look over. But most relevant to us right now is that they just started doing multimedia Mondays, so 90s CD-ROM titles, and most of those were hybrid, so it worked both on Mac and PC, so again, very relevant to our interests. And again, just I'm a big fan. They're a lot of fun, they're very feel good, and so check them out. I'll link to their Twitch channel below and also their YouTube channel. Do you like to read? I know I do, and if you do too, I recommend reading The Obscurity. As the website name suggests, it covers obscure games, especially 90s multimedia titles, but not only that. And again, they don't cover just Macintosh titles, but when they do cover them, they're really good reads. They're very well researched and very well written and insightful, and I've even used them as a source myself, which I forgot to credit, so I'm doing so here now. So go check out their website so I don't feel so guilty about that. It's also just a very good site. Go have a browse, why don't you? And speaking of very good reads, there is also the Bad Game Hall of Fame. Now there's actually very little Macintosh content here at all, but it's just a very good site. Basically, they take a look at infamously bad games and ask if that's really deserved, and finds out the story behind them. And they really do fantastic research on the site. I think it's the best I've seen when it comes to this kind of stuff, like bad games. Other places it's just like, look how bad this game is. But Bad Game Hall of Fame does the extra effort to actually research and think about the games in a intelligent way, and it's just a really fantastic read and a good good way to spend an evening browsing through the site, or even several evenings. It's that good. So those are my recommendations. And now it is time for a new segment. Mac News. That's right, it's time for some retro Mac related news. Recently, the creators of Escape Velocity Override launched a Kickstarter to fund a remaster of the game. The creator of the original game, Matt Birch, has given them his blessing, although he did ask them to change the name, so it is now called Cosmic Frontier Override, which doesn't sound as cool as Escape Velocity, but there you go. Like the original game, is intended to be highly moddable, and they even intend to allow it to use mods from the original Escape Velocity games, and that does mean it will support the original Escape Velocity plugin. It costs just under $10 to back it with a copy of the game, and they have 12 days left to go as of recording, so if you're interested, click the link below and have a look for yourself. And now it's time for some good old-fashioned self-promotion. I recently released a new game called Bumblebutt. This is another in my line of arcade games, and is heavily inspired by the classic Mac game Bumbler Bee Lux. I even credit the creators in the special thanks. It is not a clone, however. It's very much its own game and plays quite differently, but the inspiration is clearly there. It's available for both Mac and PC, and is on Steam and itch.io. I will drop a link below and play the trailer at the end of this video, which is, well, that's now. So thank you for listening to this update, and I'll be back with more content, hopefully in the very near future. Bye bye.